date guys that's not over 6 feet, and I banged them. So it's like I'm not 6 feet. I
yeah.
remind them like, hey,
That
right?
everybody sets like boundaries and deal breakers and rules. So it's like a lot of them are meant to be broken. Like I don't know. Like we were talking about deal breakers.
But I think that's what keeps a lot of people unhappy.
Yeah,
It's like
I mean,
you
no. If you got fucked up teeth, I'm just not fucking with you. That's
no,
a deal breaker.
Okay, all right. Now I get that. That's more of a preference though. But I bet
no,
you
it's a deal breaker.
No, if you met some chick that had fucked up teeth and was just like everything you needed her to be,
I couldn't.
Okay.
You can slap some braces on it?
Yeah, she just not say nothing.
I
She
mean,
can wear a mouth guard.
You let me get the close to what I want. He just got some teeth. Like, baby, can we go
I'm not saying they got to be perfect. I'm just saying that, I don't know, like it's just like a thing. It's like with women, we were talking about this a second ago. They don't, it's a thing. Short guys. And I'm tired of short guys complaining about dating anyway.
Instead of just smiling up at us and saying, hey.
Well, yeah,
because some of us don't mind a short man.
Like that fucking guy.
I'm 5'10".
That shit does look awkward though. Like to see like a chick that's like 6'2",
it's all of it. Yeah, but your
like
life.
5'4". Like,
now that's kind of
that's Mutt and Jeff.
That's I'm 5'10", but 5'6" looks a little weird. But 5'8" is okay with me. My problem is I'm a big girl, so short men sometimes I feel a little awkward. I don't want to wear heels with them, but I will date them. I would probably marry one. I have been treated so well by short men.
Because we're just happy. We're happy that you're there. We're so happy that you want to talk to us. How nice of you.
Age got me here.
Well,
because when I was younger, shoot, they had to be 6'8", 6'9". I was ridiculous with it. But then the hubby was 6'2", and I didn't really. No, I was attracted to him because he was tall. He's a good-looking man. You know, I knew it was because he was tall.
6'2" is not the realm I'm talking about.
You know,
that's very tall.
I'm 5'10". You know, I'm 5'10". So, but as I got older, I just said, "Hey, we all 5'10" on the weekend." You know,
we all the same height laying down.
That's what my grandpa used to say.
Same height laying down.
My grandpa was like 4'10" and never gave me any advice or anything. But that's one of the things that he said. He was like, "They're all same height laying down," and it's like, okay,
hey, grandpa.
Okay, grandpa. Yeah, that's why you're in separate rooms. But no, but everybody has that right. Like, I just don't understand. Like, I've gotten shit for saying that about the teeth. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, I've had women like leave dates when they found out that I was like from online dating. But my thing is
online dating.
But I'm not. But I'm not complaining about that. What I'm saying is that why can't we respect? Why can't we respect when people have like the deal breaker? Like that's a height thing is a number one. There's like science fucking behind it, so it makes sense why there should be less of us.
A lot of times it plays on your own insecurity, right?
No,
I think
no.
If I'm on Tinder and I see a profile and chicks like, please be 6'2" or better, I'd be like, fuck you. That plays on my insecurity because I'm not insecure about it, but it still will play on a certain because I don't measure up to that. I go, oh, fuck you then.
Yeah, I mean you don't.
But
women
stuff you
will
don't
care
get mad
about.
because you say no fatties or no big. They'll get mad. I was in a group.
Drama.
Ooh, I was in a group and they were going. It's not the same. It's not the same. But it's like.
But everything like that is the same. You're picking out a physical characteristic on something that you don't like.
But you can change that. A chick with bad teeth can get braces.
That's what I'm talking about. You let me get.
But if you short, you can't get no taller.
Well, I'm not trying to make this about short people dating rights. I'm trying to say. Well, I'm trying to say who gives a fuck if you're short and somebody don't want you. Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Fuck them. Move on. That's what I'm saying. Like if you're getting caught up in the semantics, like that fucking guy at the Al's roast beef in New York on the Instagram or whatever, it's like I'm short and nobody will fuck me. It's like, dude, you're not helping anybody's cause with this.
You're not gonna change anybody. You're not gonna make.
No.
And I've seen this with several. Like I see men with venom now against single mothers. Like. You know, I see the package, but I don't see the deal. I mean, they say all kind of stuff ugly about single mothers, and we're like, move on, brother. If you don't want a woman with kids, why are you bashing this group of people who are not bothering you? just go find one that doesn't have any children and enjoy yourself.
That shit's hard
But
nowadays.
I'm just saying we
Older you
should.
get,
I think we should
harder.
respect
That's
more
right.
when people say that they don't want something because they're being healthy, selfish. It's like people say I don't want a smoker. That's good. That's good for you. You shouldn't. I'm a smoker, so fuck you. But but why would I? Motherfucker, don't want to date somebody smoking. That's bullshit. Like, why do we get so?
Why do you have to be
fired up?
venomous? Why do you have to be malicious and venomous about a group of people that ain't thinking about you?
Right.
That
like,
smoker is.
so,
my daddy. I was a child of a smoker. He ain't studying your ass. My daddy puff in your face.
You gotta know where not to go. So quit. What my point is quit wasting your effort on. Why don't they like me?
And
instead
trying
of
to berate them, trying to gaslight them,
and trying to go on this rampage. It's like, yeah, dude. I mean, if you're short, then find the people who do. But whining and crying about is wasting your time, guy at Al's, making short guys look even worse. We don't.
And when I see them in groups doing that,
PR.
I'm like, okay, that's one I would not. If he ever DM me, and if they do, when they do, I go, because I'm like, he ain't right.
Yeah,
he ain't right. Because people who know they can't control that or know that's just not gonna be their issue, they do what? Like you said, say fuck you, and they scroll on. Keep it moving.
So I said bad teeth, and also I don't like it. I can't date a hypochondriac. If you're sick all the time, I can't. I can't.
I ain't never dealt with that.
Yeah, I can't. You can't. It gets.
I don't even like them as friends.
No, it gets tiresome. When you're just sick all the time.
Like hanging around an elderly person.
It's come on. I mean, every time I talk to you, my throat's sore. Well, fucking eat a vitamin. Goddamn. Can do something.
Change your diet.
So, what do y'all got? Those are mine.
Mine is.
I mean, I think I have more.
No contact. I ain't gonna say no contact with exes because it's like that's such a fine line. It's like if your ex sends you a happy birthday, whatever, cool. But like y'all talking about shit, like no. And most recently, I posted about girls trips on Facebook, and I got fucking railed. I'm talking about, and it was funny to me. I didn't take nothing personal at all. I was just laughing at some of the comments.
Oh, I think it was your semantics.
Right. It was the way.
Because you said, what did you say? Like,
I said,
would
fellas,
you
do y'all let your girls go on
and everybody said let.
Yeah,
yes, exactly.
It came out like it's controlling, but I meant what I said, and I said it for a reason because I don't do girls trips. In my opinion, girls trips are for single women. If you in a relationship with a man, what you and your girlfriend is about to go do in Cancun that you can't do with your boyfriend or your husband? Because I feel like this. If you go sit around a fucking pool all day at the beach drinking mimosas and shit, what happens when you get drunk?
I want to go to sleep.
You want to 9 times out of 10. Shut up. 9 times out of 10, you want some action, right? So you finna go get all hot and bothered with your girlfriends and just go back to the room and go to sleep. Get the fuck out of here, yo. Because 9 times out of 10, you got that one girl in the group that's the whole friend that's gonna be encouraging your fucked up activities. Girl, that dude with the nice chest over there with the dick print showing, he looking at you. Your man ain't here. You better goddamn go over there and do something. Don't be Ron ain't here. Quit being a scary bitch. Go over there.
No, they go get the dude.
Even better. See what I mean?
They go get
Is that real? Is that real shit, Paula?
Them, they go get them. They'll go get them and bring them over there. Whoever want them, and they be touching on them.
My point.
I've only seen it. I have never participated.
This is what I didn't put on Facebook. We all are victims of our past experiences, whether good or bad. Every time I've been in a relationship and the girl I've been dating has gone on a girl trip, she has fucked off. So excuse me if now at 40 years old, I don't want to be bothered with that shit. So when I say, do you let your girl go on a girls trip? Bye. Have fun. Bitch, go to Saskatchewan. I don't give a fuck where you go. Just understand.
It's consequences.
Go to Nepal. I don't give a shit. But just understand, when you come back, you will be single. I am not going to be in a relationship. When you
have said that up front. You've said that up front.
Well, this is the shitty part about it.
But see, how does that conversation happen up front? Like, it's just...
It doesn't.
because I don't think I voice my boundaries like y'all.
No
do.
one does because no one has that conversation. It happens when the topic comes up.
Okay.
Right. I had that recently. Because because I thought, okay, the answer to my, on our previous segment, the answer to my issue is to date a man out of town. So I don't have to be bothered all the time. And we'll just, fly back and forth and see each other. And
see, I'm not crazy.
My problem, I'm telling you, I tried.
That shit sucks too.
But my problem, it does. But I'm like, I'm not a control. So I really don't. My thing is, when it's time to tune into each other, that's what we gonna do. When I go back, I'm gonna do what I do. You gonna do what you do. But when it's time, when I get there, and all you do is find everything else to do.
Yeah.
Besides me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing that,
that right there.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a big deal breaker for me. I mean, I just left. The last time I had to deal with that, I just left the person and just never looked back.
If you're going that far to see somebody, and it's like that's why we're doing this.
Yeah,
because we both want this space, and we know what happens when we don't have it.
And time, and if I was doing it every 2 weeks, if I was coming up there, if I was in town, coming up to your house every weekend, it's different because you got shit you got to do, and then I could be just a fixture in the house. But if I'm only coming once a month, because when you come to me, I'm going to give you that time and attention. I'm shutting things down. I'm moving things around for you. But I don't know. This person was kind of like on an ego trip. Even though they say they won't, they was, and I was like, I can't do that.
If you're seeing somebody like that.
Same thing with this same person. That's why I'm red flagging here. Too many exes in the rotation of, and I would hear a conversation. I think I heard this maybe twice. And I said, pay attention to this. Oh, just a friend. A couple times we tried it, but we didn't. But we stayed friends. And it was like every ex was damn near a friend. I'm not friends with any of my exes. I'm not one of them. I'm not even one of them people who sleep with their ex-husbands. Some people sleep with their ex-wives and ex-husbands.
It's hard to be. It's hard to be friends with people you've been intimate with.
Yeah, I dropped. Nobody is in my friendship zone. That I was. They're not there. And when I had to keep hearing, I was like,
that shit hard.
I ain't gonna be able to do this. I ain't gonna be able to do this.
That shit hard.
I liked him too, but I ain't gonna be able to do this.
But hey, I got some bad relationship advice for the men. For the men out there, fellas. If you let your girl go on a girls trip, this is how you know she fucked off on the trip. If you want to see was she faithful on the trip, try to get some ass soon as she get home. She been gone from you for 4-5 days.
Ladies, use condoms.
Try to, but no. That please do that if you gonna fuck off. But if your girl come home and she ain't seen you in 4-5 days and she hit you with that, I'm tired, I'm jet lagged, she been fucking off.
If she say no, she really been banging.
Fucking off.
Because I don't think y'all understand how much a woman can keep going. So she been banging. She was banging on the plane. If she can't come home.
This is what happened to me.
And yawn while your head right there.
Right. This is what happened to me. So I'm gonna tell you how smooth this chick was. When I was in college, I was dating this girl, monogamous relationship. Well, for me, not for her. But anyway, so she was so slick. She was like, "Hey, I got this girl trip. This came into the play a year after we've been in a relationship." She's like, "Oh, I got this girls trip coming up. Me and my girls are going to Russia." I'm like, "All right, cool. I'm green. I'm square as a pool table, twice as green at the time." So I'm like, "Oh, okay, go do your thing. Whatever, have fun." This motherfucker asked me would I house sit her apartment while she was gone. I was living on campus. She was like, "Just come stay at my house, and when I get back, we can do our thing, whatever. I'm gonna be gone for a week." I'm like, "All right, cool." Let me tell you how the truth comes out. The truth come out is it always comes out. It always come out. It was the 4th of July. I was trying to thaw some ribs out. I invited a couple of my partners over to the house. I'm like, "Hey, bring some beers. We gonna grill, whatever." I tried to thaw some ribs out. I put them in the sink, cut some water on. I fell asleep, left the water running. I wake up, the whole fucking apartment. I just hear the shh. I done flooded the apartment, right? So once I flooded the apartment, I'm like, "Oh shit!" I go to scrambling, getting stuff off the floor. So she got a bunch of shit under the bed. So I'm taking stuff from under the bed, putting it in places where it's dry.
Oh my God!
I find a letter from this guy. And the letter's like, "I can't wait. I haven't seen you in a year."
So you stopped in the rib flood to read this letter.
See how the Lord uses floods?
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny as shit. So, no, I didn't even stop. It was when afterwards. I'm like, I cleaned up the whole shit.
I'm trying to picture this. Hold on
Because
a second. So there was a rib. You flooded the sink with ribs.
Yes.
And you're just in this chick's house by yourself.
With ribs, with
rib flub.
She had these letters in a shoebox. And so the shoebox
floated to the top. It started floating across the room.
No. When I got it from under the bed, the shoebox was wet to the point where like I had to take everything out of the shoebox
and let it dry
because the shoebox was like.
So this house was you ruined this chick's house.
The carpet, not the house, just the carpet.
Once he found that letter, he just left it.
Basically, I was like, fuck that. But so the letter's like, yeah, I haven't seen you. I'm looking forward to our trip to Russia. It's gonna be me and you. We get a chance to spend some time together.
Man,
and I'm just
you should have put them ribs back and let it keep flowing.
You're right. I'm like, really? So I had to spend the next few days just like
thinking.
This bitch tried the fuck out of me. So I'm like, all right. I told my dad. My dad say
she kept you in place.
My dad say, try to get some pussy when she come home. That's gonna tell you.
See, that's gonna tell you.
That's gonna tell you the truth.
That's good parenting.
Try to get some. When she walk in the house,
tell your children what they need to know.
Soon as she put them bags down, try to get in them pants. See what happened. Soon as she came home, I ain't even do that. I let her take a shower, relax.
Did
that
she know
night,
her apartment had flooded?
Yeah, I told her.
Okay.
That night, I tried to get some. She's like, oh, I had a 12-hour flight, and I'm late, and I got jet lag. I was like, this bitch has been fucking. She
wasn't even smart enough to give head.
Nothing.
Damn, she let us down.
Nothing.
Ladies.
Nothing.
If you gonna do trifling shit like this.
That was the first time. The second time happened in Vegas, but that's for another podcast. But yeah, basically.
Did you ever tell her that you read her letter in the rib meat?
Yeah.
You better.
I absolutely did.
Ate her real meat.
I absolutely did.
What did she say when you said, I found your letter?
Started crying. Got defensive. Oh, my God. I wanted to be honest with you, but I didn't feel like you would take it the right way.
But I was going to be honest with you, but it would have just been too hard.
And to tell you I was going somewhere to screw off.
And I had booked the trip before you, and I hooked up, and I'm just like, fuck out of here. Second time.
It don't take but $50 to change a flight.
When I was dating a chick in L.A., she went to Vegas, her and her friends, girls trip. I ain't working. I ain't doing nothing. I'm just in L.A. doing comedy. So I got my schedule's clear. So I'm like, hey, you want me to go? She was like, no, I don't want to be the only one with their boyfriend there. And girls trap. They go to Vegas. They go to Vegas. And she was slick. Like, she was calling to the point where I'm just like, enjoy your fucking friends. Why are you calling me? That's their setup. When they're over communicating, that's their setup. They get back. Her homegirl goes to email her some photos from the trip, sends them to me by mistake.
Oh.
Yeah.
Again,
it's a whole picture of her.
Yeah, God is on your side through all these stories.
Yeah.
He gave you a flood that presented you a fucking letter.
That's my motherfucker,
on
man.
someone running around on you.
God is my homeboy.
Out of rib meat. Out of rib meat.
Wait a minute, I need to know what's on these pictures. Hold on.
Oh, it wasn't nothing like sexual, but it's just a random picture of her holding hands with this dude. And I'm like, why the fuck are you holding hands with some guy? She was like, oh, I was drunk and he was helping me. I'm like,
yeah, he was going to help you, all right.
But, again, when she came back, tried to get some. Oh, I'm tired. I just been traveling. Bitch, Vegas is 3 hours from L.A. in a car, 40 minutes on the plane. The fuck do you mean you tired? Like, get the fuck out of here, yo. So, fellas, all I said that to say was, if your girl go on a girl's trip, she's probably gonna fuck off, but try to get some when she get home. That's your litmus test right there. That's your and it's gonna be some women hearing this like, okay, don't fuck new dude the last day. Make sure I got some energy.
Have a condom, and at least if I can't do nothing, exercise my jaw.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
but that's my problem with girls.
I've heard some I've really heard some horrible stories. There was one I heard the other day where one guy said he was dropping the girl. He was getting dressed up to see the girl. Getting dressed up to go see the girl in a class in college that he thought, she liked him, he liked her, took her to the store, and when he took her to the store, ended up dropping off at another dude's house. I'm like, I'm hearing all of these. Yeah. I don't think I've ever did that to anybody because I wasn't like in a relationship with anybody. And if I'm a friend with somebody, if I did something like that, I'm thinking we just a friend, but I never really, because whatever's my business is my business. But I hear some chicks do some bold shit, and I'm sorry. I kind of be like, go on, girl, because dudes be doing some shit.
But you know what? I had a chick when I posted that on Facebook. I had a chick. She didn't post it on the comment. She inboxed me and was like, "So that means you're not going on guys trips?" And I'm like, "If I'm in a relationship, no, I'm not, because I know what me and my boys do. We going the fuck off.
Because if you tell me you're going to Brazil, I know I'm done.
Right. So
I can't
compete
with Brazil.
I fucking New Orleans, goddamn Macon, Georgia. I don't give a fuck. If I'm somewhere with the boys, we fucking
watch out, Macon. Here come Plug.
Warner Robins guy. I don't give a fuck. I could be in Houston County, bitch. I'm fucking off. So that's the thing.
You know how to say Houston County.
I've been in a lot of those cities with them, and I can attest that that's what happens.
Right. And so it's like I wouldn't even put. See, this is why I stay out of relationships, because I'm so considerate. Yeah, I'm so considerate of the person that I'm with. I don't even want to put my girl through the fucking mental fucking stress for 5 days, knowing I'm out of town with my homeboys who we fuck off. So I'm not even going to do that. What am I about to do with my homeboys in New Orleans that I can't do with my girl?
That's right.
Nothing. I'm finna go down there and eat. Drink hand grenades, get fucked up, smoke some weed, whatever we about to do. I can do that shit with my old lady. But the difference is, when I'm with my boys, it's a chance I don't find no scattered ass. So I don't got to go to my room all hot and bothered and drunk by myself. I'd rather take my girl. That's my mentality. So, and she was like, well, I can understand you saying that now, since you're going to be like, well, I wouldn't do this if I'm in a relationship. No. I take my girl to Brazil.
Well, because it's like the way you phrase it, it immediately makes people defensive. But,
insecure fucking people.
But yeah, my thing is it's like, but even, okay, get rid of the I don't know, the way it was phrased or whatever, I guess the sexist nature of what it was. But why can't you as a person just say, if you're gonna date me and be with me, then no girls trips?
Well, I could,
but because you're saying that up, you're letting them know that.
If that conversation came up on the first date, that will be the time to say that. If I'm out with a woman for the first time, we having drinks, and she goes, by the way, if you're in a relationship, how do you feel about girls trips? I have no fucking problem. I'm not finna give her no charades, but like, oh, that's cool. And then a year later, she's like, I want to go with my friends. I'm like, no. I'm gonna be like, the first time she asked me, I'm gonna be like, nah.
Before the feelings get too deep.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna stay. If you're gonna stand by your boundary or your standard, you're gonna get hurt. So you gotta kind of let some stuff, so you can let them go. Let them go on and go now.
I've been in a relationship with somebody who wasn't the most trustworthy person. They've told a couple of gibbers here and there, and then like they was fresh off of a lie that I had busted their ass on, and then like 2 months later they like, oh, I want to go on a girls trip with my friends, and I'm like, no, and she's like, you gotta trust me, and I'm like, you just lied 18 days ago. Like, trust is not built back.
On the 19th day.
Trust ain't like fucking a credit report. That shit don't goddamn start fresh every 30 days. Like, no, it takes a long time to build that shit back up.
But she can fuck off in town.
Absolutely. You can fuck off, man. It take 5 minutes to get a nut for if you know what you're doing. You can fuck off anywhere. But the moral is, it's like certain things is just, the fuckery coming, right? So if you got somebody that already has a history of lying, and you can't, I don't know. I trust God. Everybody else pay cash.
And God looks out for you, so I don't blame
you.
Yeah.
I've never done the girls' trips a lot. I mean, not really much at all.
I don't put much trust in people.
I don't hang with a lot of them, but I have watched them at the Essence Fest, and they are hilarious.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I can kind of see why I do would get nervous, because I only went with my sister, but
yeah.
I'm the type, I like to travel with my dude too, or my family, but women too catty, they get on my damn nerves. I'm sorry, ladies. Sometimes y'all get on my nerves.
And it's fucked up as it is. Women have way more options than a man, unless you just like this rich dude, fucking famous or something. You know how many trips I've gone on where I didn't get no ass. You know what I'm talking about?
You don't even talk to nobody.
Yeah,
you just went.
You can go stand right there on Joseph E. fucking Lowry, and People gonna ride by.
Paula's exhausted thinking about it.
People gonna pull.
Hey,
over.
girl.
Since I was 13. Do you understand?
And so for a man, I joke.
How old I was? That's a long
I joke with women. I say, yo, if we got a percentage of the ass that women think that we get, because I had a chick was like,
nothing would ever be done.
Yeah, it's like women be like, oh, I know girls be all in your DMs. Like, do you want to see my DMs? It's a bunch of videos from comics that I've already seen. Like, this is a bunch of bullshit. And fat women. That's it. This is a bunch of bullshit. And chicks I don't want.
And then fake women, fake robots trying to get in your shit.
And Bitcoin people. That's the fuck. That's all it is.
4X.
That's all it is. Yeah. But if you go to the average woman's Instagram and she looks decent.
Beautiful.
Hey, baby.
Hello,
morning.
sunshine.
Right. So your chances.
You looking for a good man?
Women can get dick before they get McDonald's. So
I believe that. I don't even think I'm on a large scale one of them.
Do you get DMs, Paula? Do you just get straight from real men?
Yeah,
hitting
real
you up.
Men that I've known before.
What
didn't
do they
even know they liked me.
What do they say? They just holler out of nowhere. They
just be like, "Good morning, beautiful." Hello. I mean, they'll drop these. The older ones will drop these ugly ass moving pictures just with flowers and shit.
Morning, sunshine.
I'm like,
and
the one.
Do you think they're looking at it? They're like, "Oh, I found this one today." Like,
man, with little kittens holding flowers.
Yeah, that's the worst.
I'm just like, sir.
Hey, this the one right here.
With your daughter. Go away.
This the one.
These petunias right here got her.
This the one right here. These goddamn peace lilies gonna get me a piece of the lily.
And the unsolicited dick pics.
How often does that happen?
I used to have a joke on stage. I was like, "Can I stop seeing your dick in just one way all the time? Put a hat on the damn thing. Stand in a tree and hold it out. You know, a dick in a tree with a dick with a hat. A dick in the car.
Does it just have to be out?
Raggedy ass dick.
Dick with a dick in a tree. That's a good one. Dick in the box.
I get so. Oh my god.
I'm gonna put a Jack in the Box thing on mine.
So I'm thoroughly.
Just give me some scenery. That's all I'm asking. Give me some scenery.
How often does that happen that you just wake up and there's a dick in your phone that you've never seen before?
I keep them. I'm just like, this is some bullshit.
So you just randomly just wake up to dicks.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And I don't even think some of these dicks belong to them. I think some of them just belong to somebody.
They're feral dicks.
And Sweet Baby Keita had one friend that would send me dick pics because he was trying to get her to get to me. And he had already talked to her.
So, wait.
Why is he sending me this shit?
Wait.
Sweet Daddy Carol?
So,
does he own a barbecue shop?
I got proof.
He might not know Sweet Baby Keita. So,
no.
She's a comedian.
So, a guy, and I've heard this before. So, if I send a dick pic, it's going to be 100% authentic, my dick. Like, how the fuck I'm going to send you somebody else's dick for you to get over? And I ain't got that dick. No. Like, what am I supposed to tell you? Oh, shit.
I mean,
my dick is in the shop. Like, what the fuck?
But I just don't understand how you just send it, like, just with no. I don't
know.
Like, how do you wake up that day and just go, you know what? I think she just needs to see my dick, and that's what's gonna like how
like a yin yang twin.
Yeah, like how?
Did you see that? You saw that meme I had posted? It was like a chick likes. It's like she liked all my photos, and it's like a dude. It's like
let me see it.
It's like send her a picture of me. That shit funny.
I don't understand it.
Man, that shit's so goddamn funny.
But I mean, is it one of those things where it sounds ridiculous? And it sounds just like, what are you doing?
I get one guy send me his quarterly. The only reason because I'm a comedian that I even fucking care.
It's on a
that's
schedule.
What gave me that joke about dick in a tree.
So he's being consistent with his dick
calendar.
photo.
Shit, I got 4 more days.
I see that dick 4 times a year.
I got to send Paula my dick on the 31st.
Ass dick every year, about 4 times a year. It's like an annual event. Boy, if you don't leave me alone, I'm not trying to talk to you.
You can only. It's not hello. You can't say hello.
See this podcast? He gonna do the hell he is too.
You can't say hello with your dick. I mean, that's got to be a solicited.
He says good morning with his dick.
So, but is it something where does it work, or would people stop doing it? No, I'm saying like, why is it such a rampant prevalent thing. Like,
I think it might work because apparently, because I don't see you just
there's
doing
a lot
this
of
shit
folks
and it don't
doing
work.
it.
I mean, why would you keep
there's
doing
a
that?
lot of there. It's just like I don't know.
Women complain. I mean, we genuinely don't fucking like it. I promise you, we don't.
But it's
only
it's
because I'm a
some...
comedian. I had just sat there with this. I collect data.
It's gotta be something. It's gotta be something that do though. It's gotta be something that do. It's like
it has to be. It has to be.
Yeah, it's gotta be something.
It has to be. And then just the other dumb shit. I don't say. Sometimes I say some. Sometimes I say, oh hey, to keep them coming, just to see what they. Because them damn moving gifs of pictures with flowers and kittens. Good morning. Hello. I mean, one man would send me 4 of them every morning.
Oh.
I ain't say shit to him. I'm just like, what? I mean, you will have. I go through my messenger. I don't get as much as IG because all the older folk on Facebook. So I'm old. So we on Facebook, but I'll get some stuff on IG, but it might be a scammer probably. But I mean, literally real people I know walking down the street. I know people they know.
So do you ever reply to the unsolicited dick pics? Do you ever like?
Oh yeah, I say stupid shit to them though. What's that?
Hey, do you ever get one that just catches you? Like you wake up and you go, God damn, that was a dick.
What's that little red?
That was a
You're
dick.
Weird. You're perverted and weird.
So there's nothing that could
What's
ever.
that little red bump over there on the side?
I be like, that ain't you. I say some horrible
I
shit.
would fuck with dudes and be like, send me one when it's hard. Knowing it already is. They be like,
I should do that. I like that.
Move your thumb out the way.
Or I go again. I'll say something just to see what I'm gonna get. They just hee. They LOL.
I ain't never sent no unsolicited.
No, you can't.
All of mine have been requested.
And I think the older they get, the more perverted they get, or the more desperate. I don't know. It's weird because I have never had anybody in the 30 age range do it. It's always 40 and up. They
really?
do that shit. Yeah, they like it might even be 45 and up.
I'm not sending one now because
and always requesting pictures. If you start dating somebody my age range, they want pictures all the fucking time.
If I'm dating a chick, I'm not finna date nobody out of town for one. So if a chick is in town going, send me a picture of my dick, I'm gonna be like, come the fuck over here. Like we grown.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Women. Hey. Women. That's why like women, in my opinion, it's so easy for y'all to move on.
They say it is, but it's hard for us emotionally, though. It's really hard for us. Now, I've heard the old wives' tale. These old women told me this. The best way to get over a man is to get under one.
That's shit. That's
I've heard that.
I've heard that, too. That's some real shitty advice.
It's horrible.
It's shitty advice.
Because emotionally, we really still like who we like, and that's what you'll end up with your apartment flooded.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what, or lying 18 days ago, that's what you end up doing because that's what happens. You have to have discipline about yourself. I mean, now what I do think women should do, if they're not going to be faithful, they're going to do these different things, just set the standard or set the expectation that I'm dating. I'm dating. Don't sleep with everybody, but date and let everybody know you're dating. And that means and what you're saying to them is, I have not figured out what I want. I'm talking to different people. I'm interviewing. You know me because I'm about to test. You interviewing or you dating. And once you figure the spark on one of them, you're going to drop everybody and concentrate on this. Men should do it too. We're dating.
Absolutely. I agree.
We're dating. But that game plan stuff, because I like to concentrate on who I like. I don't like very many people. So when I do find one I like, I get seriously attached. And I have to pay attention to, because I know I'm going to go through a heartache if I really like this person. And it's going to be hard for me to talk to anybody. And it's that domino effect that I keep telling people, you like this person in front of you, but the person behind you like you. And so they're catching hell with you because you loving somebody in front, and that person you like somebody else in front of, and it's like
it's a triangle.
They all fall down.
It's a triangle. In triangles, it's all one way and nothing. It's one side. It's like what you just said.
None of the dominoes ever face each other and say, "Hey."
I learned about this shit in 8th grade. It's like you love somebody that's
And it seems like that's the story of my damn life.
And see, like the thing is like, okay, so in my experience, like if I'm dating somebody and we go through like a breakup or a split up, most men, especially with me, and I don't know if you've been through this, most men take the time, not necessarily to heal, but you take the time to like be by yourself. It's just kind of like
right,
just to get over, get over it, whatever. A woman will go, and not all y'all, but some.
Mm-hmm.
Some women that I know will go. They still emotionally attached to this one guy,
mm-hmm.
but they'll go fuck other dudes because that feels like that helps them get over that emotional attachment.
The whole phase.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, but then you might work it out. You and the guy might link back up in a few months, and you like the guy's like.
Now you got this carnage.
Yeah, it's like the guy's like, well, chick's like, did you sleep with anybody? And the guy's like, nah, I've just been working on myself. What about you? She's like, oh yeah, I fucked 4 dudes, and you like.
What the hell?
This bitch. Right. And so that makes you sometimes miss out on because even if the guy does decide he gonna still deal with you, he's never gonna look at you as he did previously before.
So it's best to lie. Bad advice.
But hey, be that as it may,
best
but
to
lie, but be careful because the truth always rears its ugly head.
In a flood.
That motherfucker is like, but the truth will come out. He gonna flood your apartment, and you gonna find all those fucking, yeah.
But I think you made a good point. It's good for you to stop for a minute. I have a friend right now, young dude, chasing after something that just really don't look like it's gonna work. And I'm telling him, like, look, dude, the same one going through the pictures, and I'm like, let it burn for a minute. Sit down in it and let it burn. He running off trying to see who he can do this with, or running behind her, and just not sure what, where he want to go with, because it's in turmoil. He was ready to get married, and this chick is playing him. She done love bombed him, and now she backing off, and now she got him doing everything like a little puppy.
My brother's going through that right now.
And he's trying not to. But I told him, I said, I will say this, I'm proud of him. He did decide to go to therapy. I said, because you got to figure out how to get the hell out of this. This is going to be a living hell for you if you don't get your shit together.
You got to focus on you.
I said, sit in that goddamn apartment, excuse my language, and sit in that goddamn apartment and let it burn. Yeah. Feel all of it. Understand where it came from. Figure out where you went wrong. You already know how she made you feel, which was whatever was wrong with her. I can't say because I wasn't there what she did wrong. I can just only go by what he said.
Absolutely.
And what he said sound kind of foul to me.
What she do? Tell it.
Just kind of like holding dumb shit against him.
Might help somebody.
She's holding dumb shit against. He made a mistake, and it caused him to lose his job. But he's so sharp. He's so on his money. He got another one like that because he's that talented. And he's not no Rudy Poo. He's like $250,000 a year dude. So he works 2 jobs. So he lost the higher paying one of the hundreds. When he got one making $150 more. So now he close to 3.
So what?
And she's sitting there whining and complaining about that situation like it's the end of the. And I'm just like, I think it's an excuse because she don't like you. And I hate to talk to him like that.
No, that
but I think it's an excuse because you turned out to get something else. You saw it was a bad situation, and he handled it.
You made chicken salad out of chicken shit, and now you're giving him.
And it was simple. It wasn't that. It was like a DUI. It wasn't even that big a deal.
Chicken salad out of chicken shit.
Huh?
I was saying he made chicken salad out of chicken shit.
He did. And I'm sitting there going, this is where I go with pick your battles.
Yeah.
This is a dude that's I know.
How much the fuck she make? Don't tell me she a Waffle House cook.
Maybe 20% of what he do.
Yeah, see.
You get what I'm saying?
I ain't never made $100,000. Shit.
You ain't never did? It's a good feeling. But look, anyway.
You know, my best job I ever had. I made $12 an hour. Fuck y'all talking about.
I'm in IT, so I understand. So I get it. I had them too. But my thing was, I'm working around a lot of guys like this. I work with a lot of guys like this. The thing is, too, their nerves. I tell the women, stop sleeping on these nerves. If you find a nerd that's not condescending, grab him. Because I'm one of the few black women you're going to ever meet that got alimony. Okay? So you don't sleep on the damn nerds. But I work with a lot of 6-figure brothers. And I ain't talking about just 100. I'm talking about some of them got 2, because what we do is very high demand. So some of them, they got 2 jobs and they about $250,000. He's one of them. And these women be driving them damn crazy. And they love their little women when they get them. They just fall all in love with them.
I'm doing the wrong thing, bro.
Yeah.
I'm out here doing comedy and trying to sell movies.
And I'm talking about dudes your age, 30, 20. And I mean, I work with them on third shift. They
Damn,
all
y'all
the
hiring?
same. They love these women. And these chicks, I mean, I hear them arguing all night long on third shift, just arguing. I wouldn't argue with a man like that. What are you arguing about? And then they're very generous, because I'm generous, so I like generous people. I'm just sitting there going, y'all just really, unless he's doing, I know a couple of them was foul. But most of these guys are not that foul.
I need to date one of these motherfuckers. We can't fuck. We can go out, though. Shit. Hey, I'll meet you at the sports bar.
I've introduced a couple of them. One of them, he got his own business, and he fucking doing 6 figures. And he could not connect with a woman here. He's moving out of town. Could not connect.
Hold on, he's moving out of town because he couldn't connect to
try
a woman here.
Brother,
you
woman.
Take your life with you.
Like,
it ain't about
this. I'm just like,
it ain't about the city, man. Maybe it's about.
It's probably him too.
How you're coming off.
But I don't think it's
no. I will not allow someone to blame the city of Atlanta because they can't find somebody.
I think it's because and I told him he don't look in
the
right places. This is what I'm telling.
What's the right places?
This is what I'm telling them.
What is the right places?
Have y'all ever been to a sip and paint?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a lot of women in sip and paint.
It do be.
Yeah.
You go to cooking class. This is what I'm telling them. I said black women have Essence and Cosmopolitan. White women have Cosmopolitan.
Because if you
they have always told us where to go find men.
If you was gonna say church, I was gonna chop you in the throat.
Man, I ain't finna say.
That's what the hoes. That's what the hoes be.
You know how I
That's
feel.
what the hoes
you
be.
know how I feel. I'd rather women go to Home Depot than church.
That's what the
but
hoes
anyway,
be.
go to Home Depot, girl. They in there fixing shit.
That's what the hoes be. If you want to get you a bona fide freak,
don't
go
get
to
me
church.
Please don't get me started on
Go
church.
to church.
Ugh,
Go to church.
but we've been taught in all these magazines where to go find men, and all the men do is go find a job and go hang with the buddies, and they don't think about a quality hobby or something they can enjoy. This is what I told them. I said, do photography, do sipping paints, do something, and you might walk in there and find a woman in there. Now y'all got the same interest.
Because most of my hobbies,
you
women
gotta
don't
have the
like.
same interest on something. And that's why I don't like the church. Because see, some people, it's almost like church is like a job. The job is like a job. What do you do? Like some of them, like we do comedy. That's a fucking job.
Right.
Is there photography? Is there golfing? What can you do
Fishing.
that gives you something else, adventurous and fun to do? And you look over and there's a chick over there doing it too, and she cute. And now y'all got something to talk about.
Gun range.
I love the gun range.
It's a good place to meet women.
You know what I'm saying? It's a good date night, but it's also a good place to go meet somebody. And I'm sitting there telling him, and I told the other, I said, y'all are not doing anything but taking women out to dinner, going out with the boys, and working, and trying to start a business. And there ain't nothing wrong with none of that. But you need to find something else you like. 2 or 3 things. Test them out. I don't care if you take a pool and go shoot pool. And maybe even compete. Go find a bowling. But you'll find bowling league. But find something else to do that if you happen to look up and find a young lady there, y'all got something. You got something in common.
That's good advice.
And like I said, the females know, the women, we know to do that. But I'm noticing that the workaholic men that I'm around,
they don't know that.
Yeah, and they're losing their women. They're losing their women.
You want to go to a sip and paint also?
Go to the sip and paint. It's a bunch of and boy, some of them are lit. Like go to a trap one. I
don't want to. Hey, what?
At least it's fun. At least it's fun. But but a lot of them don't just do trap. They'll do a different kind and a different kind. But they'll do, you know what I'm saying? And you get in there, you talk to them and see what's going on. But if you do something that's like work, I don't even volunteer. You could do volunteer work. That's the only thing I would say. Because you don't do that all the time. But you got to find something else because
you got to get out of the house.
You got to get out of your comfort zone. You got to get out of your friend's comfort zone. You got to get out of your work comfort zone.
I'm going to tell you.
You got to go take on something new.
What I've learned as a single man, the best time to meet women, in my opinion, is when you by your fucking self.
Yes.
Yo, that's why I was just telling him, I'm thinking about going to New Orleans by my goddamn self.
Yeah.
Some of the best times I've ever had in my life, I have
by
been
myself.
I have been alone.
Yes.
Because one thing,
I make friends.
Groups of men can be intimidating to women.
It is.
Even if like you with 3 or 4 of your boys and y'all at the bar and it's a chick
and
by herself.
And she got an eye on him.
Right.
And you come.
Right.
Now you don't
you by yourself. Oh man, you are a fucking chick magnet. I went to the club alone one night, man.
And they buying you drinks.
Fucking ball. I'm talking about. You just don't. The shitty thing is you have nobody to talk about the experience with. Like as far as like one of your homeboys or something, you can't go back. Like you remember January the 13th that night, boy? We were But when you by yourself,
travel. That's another good one. Travel alone, because I know.
Yes,
I've done
traveling.
that.
Yeah.
Because I make friends wherever I go. But it's just try it. That's what I want. That's what I'm seeing with the guys on where I'm at. Especially the younger ones, and they'll ask me, where should I take a girl on a date? Should I spend $250 here and there? And I'm like,
hell
try
no.
some coffee, because like women, we like to talk about ourselves. And if she's not interested in you being interested in her,
she gonna have
a
problem.
know the deal.
Yeah,
you know the deal.
Well, and also early, like I don't know, doing shit like that puts a lot of pressure on stuff, and people feel like they you're trying to buy someone's affection. When you're spending that,
and eventually you can take them somewhere nice.
It sounds like they're
But you know how that's what vet them, test
the
them.
first day.
No,
unless you I mean,
better eat before you come.
Are they online dating? Is it online dating? Is that what these guys are doing?
A lot of them are doing Tinder, and I don't understand.
Yeah,
that world,
you can't.
I don't do that,
you can't.
But it doesn't
take
very
a Tinder date
to me,
on a
$250
date, man.
The buddy of mine is just going through. That's where
he
found this one.
Shit,
but I'm like the good old fashioned grocery store.
Man,
on a Saturday
Tinder,
morning, that's where everybody like to go shop.
Tinder is so shitty. That is the fucking home of the high expectation, nothing to bring to the table chicks. Like I was on, cause I be on there, cause we do a show. Me and one of my buddies do an IG show called Tinder Tuesday, where we roast Tinder profiles. Like some of the,
I do that on the 50 and up one.
We fucking
Our Time. I do that.
We go in. But
OurTime.com.
But so it makes me read a lot of profiles. It makes me, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of seeing the chicks with their ass up on their sink in their drawers talking about
holding their kid.
Right.
They want somebody 6'2".
I'm a mom. I'm a mom of 4, but don't expect sex. Like, huh? What else do you fucking have to offer me? You have 4 kids by 4 dudes. What the fuck do you mean?
Get off Tinder, ma'am, and raise your children.
It be pregnant women on Tinder that be like,
you'll meet somebody
I'm
eventually.
8 months, but when I had this baby, like, huh?
But there's a dude out there saying
absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Messaging them in the morning.
Yeah, sending dick pics.
Yeah.
Hello, sunshine. Here's some flowers with a potato.
Yeah. For every,
I don't know that part.
Up.
When they tell me they meet somebody, I'm like, I know you lost already. But yeah.
But I understand the dating site because it's convenient. You can lay in your bed, swipe. You can sit on the toilet.
Especially during COVID.
You can do. Yeah, it's like.
I do have one winning story for a guy. He came to me one time.
From Tinder?
Not from Tinder. I'm not sure. I think it's Instagram or
Garlic
something like that.
breads
I think
on
it's something
Tinder.
like Instagram. But he came to me. He's so silly. He said, "Where should I take her out?" And I was like, you know, my answer's always, if ice cream was good enough for Michelle and Barack, ice cream or coffee. I said, about the 3rd date, if you see if she's interested, then you take her really, really nice. He said, no, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to do that. So then he
Date 10, fellas.
He's 3. So then he says he comes back. He's reworking it. Then he comes back and decides the aquarium and probably a mid-range restaurant. And my crazy ass said, "What you gonna do? Take her on a field trip?" And everybody laughs, bust out laughing. But he is about to marry Miss Field Trip. They've already started a business. They got the trucks on the road. And I think they got 2 trucks or something like that. I think she's a scientist or something, or in the field of science. Again, IT, very well paid. I'm just proud of him. I'm very proud of him because he came here and he met her probably within a year of being here.
Sounds like a simp to me.
I hope
sound like a motherfucking simp.
He is not a simp. He is
being
not a
happy
simp.
and shit.
He's a hard-working dude. I was going to say boy because he's younger than me. Hard-working dude. I'm proud of him. Y'all shut up.
Motherfucker, taking these hoes to the aquarium, motherfucker.
But I can tell she's
better
not.
cook some fish.
I can tell she's not the type that, take advantage of folks. She sound like he picked a good.
His domino turn around.
Yeah, his domino turned around.
Oh. I don't take women on dinner dates first time we meet, we going to have some drinks or some coffee, or we gonna go do some free shit. We gonna walk around Walmart.
I think that's smart.
And play video games, what the fuck ever. Because I've been that guy who's taking chicks on dates and they give you that pat on the back, and then they finna go
had a good night.
Take their leftovers to Chad and Tyrone, who finna plow their ass on the couch and be eating her fucking Benihanas and shit.
I prefer dates sitting at a coffee place, Waffle House maybe Waffle House. My husband and I went, my ex-husband and I, the first time we went out, I paid for Waffle House 3 times in a row. And then I had
Paula is a good woman.
Yeah. And I had nerve to tell him on the third one, I ain't buying no more unless you give me some. It's so stupid. Like
I would have been getting naked in the booth. I'd have been like,
what?
Yeah, you want to see the dick
what
now? You want the dick now?
Doing?
But
he got Waffle House and a demand.
I made sure it was Waffle House. I'm just saying, if a guy takes me out, I like to eat, so I do like to eat, but I don't have a price range on it because what I want to do, I want to get to know him. Yeah. I want to talk to him. I want to be casual. I don't want to get all dressed up. I want him in his. I went out the past weekend. I want to wear my little yoga outfit and some sneakers, and he's comfortable. And let's have a conversation because if I'm trying to connect with you. And I'm not just trying to have casual. I'm not just trying to go out.
But what about the romance, Paula?
Huh?
The romance.
But in romance and everything,
I had the similar conversation.
Because she on Instagram.
A chick told me that I was not romantic at all, and I think that's one of the best compliments I've ever gotten. Fuck being romantic.
But But see, that's the thing. Everybody should have their own individual thing of romance.
I'm romantic in my own way.
And you gotta find if she take time to get to know you, she'll find that.
Yeah.
Like my father, I didn't get a good example of a romantic cassette. And my father didn't bring mama flowers. He ain't hard to do nothing. But he would like make a whole kitchen cabinets, a whole kitchen full of brand new cabinets, and put her initials on them.
That's romantic.
That's what I learned. He had acts of service. If it was certain things she needed to have done,
he played to his strengths.
But he wasn't gonna walk. He said, "Hey, baby, kiss you," but he wasn't gonna go, "Darling, baby, here's a flower." I tried to give him.
Here's a petunia at 7 in the morning.
I ain't romantic in that way, but if you need a job, I send your resume to all the people I know that might be able to help you get a job. That's taking my fucking time.
I helped the guy get $155,000 out of your job. If I care about you, I will help your ass.
Yeah, so it's like. That's the problem. People they be watching the fucking Notebook and these fucking simp movies, and they like, oh, this is what my idea of romance is.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
If I work for myself and I take 2 hours out of my day to listen to you vent about fucking issues that ain't got nothing to do with me, that's romantic. You better be, because I could be like, man, I don't give a fuck about this shit.
And that's what to get to sit across from each other, have the meal. It doesn't have to be expensive. It just sit across from each other and talk, get to know each other, get to learn each other, and you will see these things.
Sit next to her.
I get sick of that.
Sit next to her, fellas. Don't sit across. Sit next to her.
No, sit across.
So you can rub on her thigh when she's talking.
No, I want to see how you eat. You're chewing with your mouth open. No. But the second date, you can sit next to her. If I like, because if it's gonna be a second one.
I'm trying to go all the way on the first play. Goddammit. I want you to know that I'm trying to be sexual too. Like I ain't just goddamn trying to get to know your ass. But
I said that on hold.
You got a valid point you made is okay. Yeah, you're right. But I just thought about something. Every time I've ever taken a woman out to dinner, it's always been like that. I enjoyed myself. I've got more on first dates at coffee shops.
Cause you talked.
Ain't that crazy?
You got to know her. What else was it do? You want stuff
Last
in your
time,
face?
I took a chick. I met a chick on Tinder, and we met at a coffee shop.
This shit ain't gonna work on me. Don't try it. Go ahead.
We met at a coffee shop, and that night she invited me back to her place. Like after a few hours after we parted ways from the coffee shop, but then she called me and was like, "Hey, you want to come over later?" And I went over. I ended up not sleeping with her because I really wasn't that attracted to her in person. It was just like, whatever. But I was like, damn, I could really smash this chick. Now, if I'd have taken her ass out to Dave & Buster's and fucking paid for Benihanas, she would have gave me that old good boy pat on the head. I had fun. Fuck that, fellas. Don't go on dinner dates.
Go on the
not on the first. Not on the first
one. If you want to, but I'm just saying.
Eat before you get here.
Make it count for a connection.
Eat before you get here.
Connection. And I just prefer to know that you're interested in getting that. That is If I feel like you're not interested in getting on me because you like plug, you trying to get some ass. Well, I'm gonna know immediately, and that's when you're gonna see me no more.
I want to get to know you too, but I also want you to know that I'm here about that pussy.
All right.
And most women are about it too. They just don't want to jump into it that fast. I want to make sure because you want to make sure you make a lasting connection before you do some shit like that. But you know, now if you just want to make sure he's in your rotation.
Yeah, get him some Waffle House.
Live your life, baby. Live your life.
Fellas, you better strap up, boy. We learned a lot about rotations and side men and girls trips.
Woo!
Put your condom.